broadcasting from the Republic of the Pilipinas. Welcome once again to Ginsomnia Nights, the only podcast that cares about your thoughts and opinions, even if your family doesn't. This is your host, Lee Ramirez, and my fellow co-host, Mr. Jack Pacheco. Hi, Jack.
Hello, good evening, Lee. It's a cold, rainy night once again here at the studio. How are you doing?
I wish we had a studio. Internet is stable right now, but I hope it's stable for everyone. Anyways, well, tonight we have two very special ladies with us. They have been our colleagues in film school, but tonight we kind of want to steer away from the industry talk and be educated about the world of witchcraft that they are currently practicing. Ladies, gentlemen, and people, please welcome
Hi,
baby
good
witches, Pat
evening.
and Kay. Great to have you
Hey,
guys on the
what's
show.
up, you guys?
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening. So can you tell us about yourselves?
You wanna go first, Pat?
You go first.
Okay. So, hey guys, I'm Lady Luschka in the world of witchcraft, but I'm more commonly known as K Berry. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle interpreter and a modern day Bruha. That's about it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pat. Wait, sorry. Hi, I'm Patricia Araza. I am also. Wait, sorry.
Sige, go lang.
You sound buzzed already.
Kanina pa ako umiinom. Hi, I'm Patricia Araza, and I do tarot, and I'm also still learning about the craft. And yes, I'm also a modern witch. That's all.
Before we go into all of these, all of the witch talk, so you guys went to film school with us,
Yes.
and we just want to know how both of you transitioned from being a film student, being in the industry, to practicing witchcraft.
Well, well, if I look back, like aligning the film kid journey with the witchcraft journey, you would often see me like spacing out most of the time. So, like being in the craft while it being in film school, it wasn't really a pleasant experience for me. It's a rough, patchy path. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah,
What about you, Pat?
well, as you all know, film school can be really stressful. So, I first got introduced to tarot cards way back 2016. And it's with my friend Jeremiah. He started reading tarot cards. And I was at a time in my life where everything was just so stressful. And for some reason, I found comfort in the cards. Like, hinahanap-hanap ko siya. And so, then I got inspired to read myself. And also with the help of Sir Gerard, I think every baby witches and tarot readers in the APD film program has been associated with Sir Gerard. So yeah, it started from there.
Yeah. It was cool because when Pat got into it, she kind of helped ground me by encouraging me to do tarot as well. So, yun, I kind of spaced out less because I found yung grounding element ng tarot through that craft.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Wow. Like when I was in film school, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like drinking most of the time. But I'm so proud of you guys. Like
Same
even
here.
until now you're doing that. Uh anyways, so for the listeners out there, what exactly is witchcraft?
Boy, this is really ano eh. Um, maybe in a general sense, we could call witchcraft just a practice of magical workings. So any person that calls themselves a witch practices divination, spell work, and mostly potion crafting. So, in its essence, in simple terms, that is witchcraft.
Yeah. And I
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
lately it's becoming more of a lifestyle than for a lot of people, and it's gaining so much popularity today because it speaks about the key issues that we have today, like respect for the environment, gender equality, overcoming religious biases, and narrow-minded thinking. So I think a lot of people go to witchcraft because they find those elements that they can find in other religions. So I think
Yeah.
it's more of a lifestyle than
Yeah, it's like a nature-based way of living. It's like a balanced and peaceful way of life, to say the least, because you are honoring the gifts, the divine gifts of nature.
yeah.
So, yun nga, it helps ground your spirit in yung lalo na sa generation na to na napakaingay, there's so many things trending all at once. So this way of living kind of helps you ground yourself. You still stay modern, but yun nga, may grounding effect siya na you still stay true to yourself kahit ang daming influences na could possibly corrupt you in different directions.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's basically being a magical hippie
Yeah! Yeah. Parang
because you care about nature and all of these things in the universe.
Yeah.
you bring honor to earth and nature through, yung mga ritual worship.
Jack, are you still there?
Yes, I'm just listening.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're still alive.
Mm.
Anyways, so yeah, when people, kasi when they hear witchcraft or witches, they automatically think of, oh, it's satanic, it's demonic. But I'm pretty sure like the world now is very progressive. Well, what kind of myths or misconceptions can you break so we're all educated?
Yes.
Yeah, I think mainly just the stigma na if you're doing witchcraft, like you're a bad person or, you know, parang you do.
Like you're not in the
Yeah.
right path, quote unquote.
Yeah. Especially tarot cards when they see it, parang
Yeah.
bawal yan sa
They get
church, ganun.
yeah. They get terrified of the images.
Yeah. And mostly people think we use black magic a lot.
But
Mm-hmm.
kasi witchcraft is very broad. So there are different types of practices. It's like religion. So iba-iba practices niya, iba-iba tenets niya. So witchcraft is very broad. But yun nga, there are witchcrafts na would use, dark type of magic, pero that's like a different sense pa in the
Yeah.
world of magic.
Yeah,
with
but
a
that's
K.
not
Yeah.
everyone.
That's not everyone practices that.
Yeah.
So where you guys aren't really dealing with like a magical world of Harry Potter and those creatures.
Well, I wish it was something like that. Pero for us, like, cause me and Pat would discuss our practices often. It really is like it really is nature based. Like we go back to the earth. We how do you say this, Pat? Like parang
Parang you stay true to your roots. Parang ganon.
yeah, you stay true to your roots. So hard. It's so hard to discuss a bit of witchcraft kasi ang daming parang pumapasok na ideas sa akin all at once right now. Maybe because it's
Yeah,
yun
it's a
nga.
very broad subject.
It's a very broad subject, yeah.
But what kind of practices do you do exactly?
For me, kasi I'm still finding my path.
Same.
More on tarot reading, yeah. But I'd like to explore more on like spell work and potion making, like attracting luck and abundance.
Ooh,
Yeah,
spell
same.
making.
Yeah. It's nothing
But when
it's nothing like sa film na halimbawa like in Harry Potter you have a wand, you can like swish and flick it and then like sparkles come out. No, it doesn't work that way. We wish it would, but at least it's visible and we see it happening. But it's not as grand as you would think it is. As portrayed sa mga films na nakikita natin, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But when you guys say, like casting spells and brewing potions, what do these things mean? Like, do you mean to say that you can actually like change the weather or cast bad luck or good luck on someone, something like that?
Well, well, we could start with the let's say the halimbawa, you want like an abundance of like money or like health and wellness to come into your life. Basically, yung magic work here in witchcraft is manipulation of natural energies.
Mhm.
Wait, let me rephrase
Mm-hmm.
that. Manipulation of yung natural energies gifted by the world, by the universe. And you're harnessing and focusing these cosmic and psychic energy to bring your desired change. So yun nga, it really is parang alternating, what do you call this? The forces to your bidding. But it really depends on
There's a lot
yung
of
power
factors
ng,
kasi that can come.
yeah, they're like,
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like first of all, sorry, sobrang complicated ng topic nito. But yung pinaka-important na
Yeah.
ingredient in like spell works or anything would be yung power of intention. Like you really have to be devoted in the spell work you're doing, in the potion you're making. You really have to put all your focus in if you want to project this energy out into the universe para ma-project yung desired wish or change na mangyari. So, yun.
yeah, it's all law of
That's what happened.
attraction.
Yes, law of attraction. Thanks, Pat. I was looking for that word. I was like, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But do these things actually work though? Like the spells
Oh,
and potions?
let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because
Yes, please.
I remember, I could share it because it's already like a finished spell. So, Pat shared me this spell from her book. Yung alala mo yun, Pat? Parang abundance of money spell.
Ah, yeah. Mm-mm.
So like you just get like a bill and then some water and you just, shush 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 do your magic. And after a month, I got like a good parang like a generous monetary gift from the company I was working for. So I was like, ooh, oh, okay. For so far for me, yung mga money spells, they work. Yeah.
I really need that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should try it. Yeah. Awesome.
You mentioned gifts. So like, does everyone have a gift?
I think
What?
the with magic kasi everyone has it eh. Like they're just not aware or like they're not open because of how society portrayed the craft to us na parang oh that's Satan's work and that. But I think if you fully embrace it, you realize na everyone has a bit of magic in them.
Yeah.
And
Magic
it's-
is for everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like super powerful talaga yung law of attraction. Like what I said earlier.
Like anyone can do it talaga. It's just that yun nga, yung pinaka-important na ingredient is the intent of what you're doing, what you're trying to manifest. Like let's say yung intuition mo, it's you could what do you say this? You could see it as a muscle. So parang like a muscle, you have to train it, you have to strengthen it if you would wanna, you know, perform well sa craft or sa spell work na ginagawa mo or in tarot readings. You really have to constantly be connected to it. So anyone can do it. You just need to like practice and devote time to study and to like train your body to accept this gift na is in you all this time pala.
But you have to have the good intention to do that.
Yeah, you have to have the good intention if you want the good stuff to happen. Yeah.
You have to be
So,
pure of spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, what you do is for the greater good. Yun nga. Anyone can practice this talaga.
Yeah.
Or you
So
don't have to
it's
be a
like
witch per
unlocking
se.
a superpower.
Yeah, basically, you're tapping into your inner self.
So it's kind of like when people meditate and then they kind of parang they unlock a new level of their
Definitely.
mindfulness.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
it's skill and mental, it's skill based and like very mentally
Yeah.
challenging, I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely.
Okay. I don't have that.
You have it. You just gotta like accept that you do, and then you put in the work to, you know,
Yeah.
make that muscle work.
So how many years have both of you been practicing this?
Um, well, I started the tarot reading because we had that, what was it again? Um, the indie marketing class. And then,
Yeah.
parang kailangan
Mhm.
may pakulo. And then, me and Kay were thinking, like, ano kaya pwedeng pakulo? Kasi, ano nga yung booth natin? It's parang horror.
Horror,
Oh
suspense,
yeah, I
War.
remember that.
war.
Yeah.
Yeah, war.
So,
Horror war.
so parang ako,
And you guys were dressed as nurses.
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember
We were
that.
just full on channeling our inner Bruhas that time.
Yeah. So, yun, nag-isip kami ng pakulo. And then I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to try tarot. Tapos napabili ako, bigla. And then, ayun, nag-start na siya.
Yeah. So if you guys remember, she held this little tarot session sa booth for like a few days ata, or was it one day? Basta every day it was a different thing eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a reading from both of you.
Yeah.
I forgot what it
I
was
feel
though.
like I still remember. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So is it taro or tarot?
I think taro is the vegetable.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually.
Because like in media kasi, like in some TV shows I watch, they say taro. And I'm like, is it pronounced that way?
I think it depends where you're
With
from.
the silent T.
You know, if you're
Yeah.
like Western, you say taro. But then if you're, you know, pag Pilipino ka, tarot,
Tarot.
di ba? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, alam niyo naman yun sa Quiapo, right? Like
Oh
the
my
people who
God.
do readings. I just want to
Mm.
ask, are they for real?
Yeah, some of them can be
Have you
real.
tried it?
I think yeah, some of them are real, pero I feel like yung intent nila is more on like money making.
Yeah.
Not like I'm here to help guide you, I'm here to help give you clarity. So parang iba yung intention na set out. And parang from the querents that I have during my sessions, they would say na nagpa-read sila sa Quiapo but hindi nila naintindihan yung mga sinasabi. Like, it's kind of true pero vague. Parang it's something you would say to someone you know. Parang basic stuff. Ganon.
Ako naman, I feel like some of the tarot readers there, parang meron silang marketing scheme that would make you buy their, what do you call this? Yung mga potions nila. Parang,
Oh,
dahil
yeah.
hindi ka makakaano, you have to buy this, ganyan. So, I'm not saying all of them naman are not real, but yun nga, the intent is a bit sketchy.
The intent, yeah.
Mga ano ba yan, pampalaglag, ganon.
Yeah.
But I think you could classify that as a potion then. Because like, yun nga, in witchcraft, you would usually use elements from the earth. So mostly herbs, oils. So yeah, we could classify that as a potion. Though, yun nga, it's like a really, you know, sad intention why you're creating that. Ganon.
I see.
Yeah. And why you're
But
so-
what's tarot card reading about though? I actually don't know because all I know about witchcraft and magic is that old black magic called love.
Well, cause
But yeah, I actually don't know. So what's it about?
well, diba, like when you see it in films, it's mostly like, ooh, fortune telling will predict your future. And then they'll say
Yeah.
all these glamorous things. But I think sa practice namin ni Pat, na it's more on like you right now and ano yung potential mo for the future na you can still change, or if you can check na if you're in the right path or medyo tumatagilid ka, keeping
Yeah.
yourself in check. Yeah.
I think misconception then with tarot is people think na you have all the answers and what the card says, yun na yung outcome. Pero what they don't
Yes.
realize is that every action has an outcome. So pwede pa magbago yung outcome based sa actions nila.
Yeah. Like after the reading, it will all depends what they do after the reading. Kasi yun nga eh.
It depends on what decision they will
Yes,
make after that.
yeah.
And outside influences then. Kasi it's
Yeah,
not just one
definitely.
person eh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Correct.
Basta the,
So how is reading? Sorry, what
I'm
was
sorry. Basta the tarot mainly focuses on the present.
Yeah.
that? So how is that different from like palm reading? And like you know, I actually have to ask. The fortune telling with the ball.
Oh.
Is that even real?
I haven't explored that aspect yet.
Kasi, to be honest, tarot reading doesn't have to end with cards lang. In the umbrella term, it's divination. So you can use different mediums.
Yeah.
You can use pebbles na may parang special characters. They're called runes. You could use pendulums. They're like necklaces na may parang what do you call that? Parang inverted triangle shaped na crystal to get your answers. You can see it in clouds, in tea leaves. So there are different types of instruments you could use to tell yung mga quote-unquote fortunes or.
So it's like a very traditional way, I guess. A very traditional way of reading someone's journey in their life. When you read it through nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, my mind is blanking out. I think I'm having too much beer.
Dude,
Is it
same.
information overload? It's a lot, no?
Same.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm still trying to process it because it's so it's a very large a very large topic to cover in under like one of our producers is 5 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So is it hard to get into witchcraft? Like for example, if I was interested into getting into it, would it be hard? Would it be
I
difficult?
think what's gonna be hard is if you don't have the right mindset for it yet. Because for me, I started really practicing last year, but then a lot of things happened, so it kind of slowed down my progress. So if you're not in the right mindset, emotionally and mentally, it's gonna be hard.
Well, yeah.
So you really have to clear your mind.
Yeah.
You kind of have to search deep of your essence, not to scare you, but you really have to dig deep, yun nga. Like, what is your purpose in this path? How could I be of service to others? Because witchcraft is basically like bettering yourself and helping others better themselves.
Yeah. It's like reading tarot cards. Parang may times na hindi ako makabasa kasi I'm not in the right mindset. Like, I'm not in the mood. Ganon. Kailangan, I have to prepare myself mentally pag nagbabasa ako.
Yeah. Because it is like a huge energy exchange. So
Yeah.
it's not just like flipping cards. I'll tell you what's this, what's that. It's, readers channeling energies from divine energies that are, out of this, earthly realm to like help see the best part of you in simpler terms. Yeah. So it takes a lot. Parang let's say the reader will become a vessel. So parang yun nga. You gotta be pure. Sure. Yeah.
It's kind of like religion and you're like the priest, devoting yourself and
Yes.
conveying positivity through your audience. So, I compared witchcraft to religion. Sorry if it's kind of offensive.
No,
I
no, no,
guess.
no. Not at all. Because if you think about it, the other umbrella umbrella terms of witchcraft can be regarded as religion. Well, no, it is religion talaga.
It's one of the
Because
first.
it's a lifestyle, it's a belief,
Yeah.
right?
And it's one of
Yeah.
the first religions.
Yeah.
Mm.
We could identify it as Wicca right now para to avoid confusion with the audience if they're like interested to walk the path. So it's Wicca, the
Mm.
nature-based one. You believe in the beauty of the earth and you must protect it, all its essence. So yeah, Wicca.
Is that like comparable to paganism?
Ooh. Well, Wicca is paganism,
Mm.
but
Ah.
not all pagans are Wiccans. So
Yeah.
parang Wicca is the main term, then underneath it is Wicca. Gets pa? Oh my gosh. Na-pressure ako to explain it. Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but okay.
Yeah. So really, if you're gonna walk the path, you have to really research.
Mm,
Continuously
of
grow,
course.
yeah.
So since this pandemic, actually this pandemic is still
Yeah.
ongoing. I know there's like a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people trying to explore. Because like I watch TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Um,
my
Did you see
god.
Witch
and like
Talk?
there's a lot of people. Yes, I am on Witch Talk.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like accidentally harnessing bad
You mean like
energy or
hexing the moon?
bad vibes.
Is it that
I
one?
get, I don't know. So like how do you um how, what are my words? How do you not accidentally summon a bad thing from witchcraft?
Well, well, you first really have to start with good intention, and then
Mhm.
you cast a circle.
Yeah. Think about this circle when you cast it. Think of it as like a force field around you. So you're containing your energy. So nothing of bad intent or like evil energies would parang hack into your protective space and tamper with your
Mhm.
spells or anything sacred that you're doing. So that's an important part to master, especially when you're like beginning. You really have to create your secret space, know how to cast your circles correctly, calling all corners, ganon.
Yeah, and
It's
basically
it's
like
a lot.
the main rule talaga is everything that you do comes back to you. So like if you send out a bad energy in the universe, like it comes back to you 3 times. So
Yeah,
yeah,
threefold law.
yeah, it's like the
Wow.
Catholic
Yeah.
version of what do you call it? The
Do
golden
not do
rule.
unto others.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
that one.
Garbage in, garbage out.
So yeah, so really, parang, yeah, religion. It is religion.
But does garlic work though to ward off or bad
Yes.
Salt.
things?
Yes. To be
Really?
honest, yes. Definitely. Kahit, they just use it as like a funny thing in films. Garlic has a lot of protective qualities to it. So, yun. You can sleep with like a garlic like by your bed if you're having nightmares.
Yeah.
I've done it a lot.
Talaga.
Yeah.
In my experience
Promise.
naman, it's not garlic, it's luya.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
kasi I
Ah.
learned it from my grandma. Sinama niya ako sa province niya. And it was a bit parang rural area. And then nagulat na lang ako may nilagay siyang luya sa bulsa ko. Sabi niya, lagay mo yan sa bulsa mo. I was so confused. Like, bakit? Ano meron? Sabi niya, basta it's to protect you. And because she believed in it, so I did too. So, nothing
Mhm.
nothing has happened bad to me naman while I was there. So, I think it works.
So does it still work if you ingest garlic or ginger?
Well, yeah.
For sure. But
So if I eat like a lot of garlic rice for breakfast,
well, I think the rice would kind of throw it off.
And
But
the oil.
okay.
yeah,
So it has to be pure.
It's okay lang. Yeah.
has to be potent.
Yeah. Pero I think what people also don't realize is the power doesn't come from the ingredients or items themselves eh. Parang they're just there to enhance
Ooh, yeah.
everything, pero it's mostly you doing the magic, your intentions, your vibrations. Yeah.
Your intuitive
So
muscles
it's kind
flexing. Yeah.
it's kind of like if Catholics have crosses, rosaries around their necks.
Yeah. Holy
If they
water.
don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, holy water
Can you-
is kind
Moon
of like
water.
moon water. It's made out of rainwater, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Holy
don't see the
water?
difference, Char. Yeah. It's from rainwater. I remember because my family would collect buckets of it.
Then I thought holy water came from the tears of the altar boys.
Oh,
You'll never know. Pwede. Depends on the church.
it depends. Oop.
Can you guys share some I guess really interesting experience you've had, like scary stories for us?
Ooh.
Where
You
do
wanna
you want me to
start?
start?
You want to start, Kay?
Where do you want me to start? Well, maybe something ano na. What do you guys want to hear?
Anything you're comfortable with, anything that's I guess not happening currently to your life right now.
Well, something that's past. Okay. In my old dorm, the one beside our school. I don't know if I should say. Basta my old dorm.
UPAD guys. UPAD.
UPAD.
Yeah, the place to be.
Welcome to UPAD.
Yeah. There's a doppelganger in our room.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. So there's like a lot of strange things that would happen na um sa foot ng bed ng roommate ko, there's like a little girl that would just stare. So creepy. And I told her one time, kasi when she found out that I could see stuff, she was like, nakikita mo ba yung ano? And she can't like say it. I'm like, oh, yung bata doon? She's like, yeah, nakikita mo? And I'm like, yeah, she just stands all night, all that. And then she's like, oh, hindi mo makita yung muka. And I was like, oh, that's the weird thing. I could see her face. Yun.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, there were times na I had a roommate that she would pray. Tapos, she was the only one there sa room. And then, she would hear something whisper back the prayer in her ear. Yeah.
What? Dude, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, and there was this one time then with the doppelganger. Ginagaya niya yung friend ko na si Gabby. She also does tarot reading and natal chart reading. Ginaya, as in like, I got so spooked out when I thought she was laying in the bed. Just chilling, walang pasok ako noon. And then she was just chilling in bed. I saw her turn, like I saw the fucking blanket move. You know, when someone turns in bed and they fixes the blanket. I saw that. And then, imagine my surprise when the door suddenly beeped open from the top guard.
Oh my
and then
God.
swung. And then I see her. And I was like, dude, I thought you were laying down. She's like, no, dude, I went to class.
Oh my god.
So, yun. It's always been a topic. And then, I moved out. Then she said yung other roommate niya then had an experience with the doppelganger, Gabby. So,
Holy shit.
you bad. What's wrong with you, Char?
So, do you know why doppelgangers exist and how do they copy our stuff?
I have no idea, but we have a lot here sa bahay namin. Don't worry, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pero ano eh.
What about you, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, naging hobby namin ng friends ko, umattend ng mga ghost tours. So, one of them was in Intramuros, the night
yeah.
ghost tour. And then, before the start of the tour, the guide told us na, you shouldn't provoke anyone, you shouldn't do anything stupid. So, everyone behaved naman. But, I don't know, maybe kasi sobrang ingay namin or something. Pero, after the tour, we usually kasi nagpapagpag muna kami. so that nothing follows us. And then one of my friends started actually a lot of people started feeling uncomfortable, and then one of my friends could she could hear she she could hear parang yun yung ghosts. And actually I'm not sure if it was a ghost or some kind of entity, but when nagpagpag kami dun sa McDo, sinabi kinonfirm yun ng guide na may nakikita siyang nakasunod dun sa isa naming kasama. Tapos, I don't know how he did it, pero parang tinrap niya yung spirit or whatever that is, yung entity sa water bottle. Tapos yung water bottle, bumubula siya kasi it was violent. So parang,
Yeah, I remember you telling
That's
this.
crazy.
oh my god, that was so scary.
I got goosebumps when you told me. I was like, what?
So we were all
I
panicking.
gotta join you.
We were all like panicking, like, what do we do? What do we do? Kasi ayaw namin sumunod yung entity sa amin. And then the guy was like, it's okay, I got it. Inside the bottle. It's trapped. So yun.
That's scary.
And I also have a lot of experience sa mga shoots. I'm sure you
yeah,
all
especially
have
mine.
experience with this. Do you want to
Yeah.
share the story, Kay?
Which one? Oh my gosh.
Frogman.
Oh yeah. Well, as film students, we're in different, locations, diba? So I think it's always a good shoot when you have like a paranormal experience. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ganun ba?
It's
well,
fun.
for me, it's fun. It's like, ooh,
It's fun
that
if it's
was
not
a
your
shoot.
film.
Oh, yeah.
But if it is, it's not
It's not
fun.
fun if
Yeah.
it's your film.
Pero, this one, yung sa thesis ni Pat, it was so weird kasi we were as organized as possible. Kahit there were like certain gaps, we try to keep it organized and we try to keep things all in one place. But for some reason, laging nawawala.
nawawala.
Even though we were like certain na, oh, dito ko nilagay for sure. And then nawawala ganito, nawawala ganyan. And then parang for me, kasi, okay, I feel so awkward to say this, but I'm able to like really commune with spirits and the dead and all that crazy stuff. So parang I couldn't help but vibe. Pero kasi I was the first one sa location, I already felt something and I was just like, oh, I hope it just doesn't bother us. But it did, as in sobrang kulit niya. And we kind of gave the title of Frogman. So it's like an entity na parang,
Super annoying.
super annoying, big eyes, wet skin, and buggy grin,
Long legs.
long legs. Ang dami din parang naka-describe sa kanya din nun eh. So I was like, okay, we know our guy.
And then,
So-
na-confirm namin siya when yung sound guy natin heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard something extra. Yeah. And then parang because it wouldn't stop us and it wouldn't stop bothering us, I had to like do something to kind of help cast it out. But it was so difficult kasi parang I could only cast it outside of the room pero it still parang dwelled around the corners. So it turns out parang yung entity na yun is yun talaga yung space niya, yung actual unit. So we can't fully get rid of it kasi it's attached to it. But sobrang scary because everybody was like, yeah, I've been hearing this, I've been noticing that. So yeah, it was a lot of energy out.
Pero after
Yeah.
you did the thing, nahanap ko yung nawawala.
Yeah.
Bigla siyang lumitaw.
And then after that, medyo naging okay na yung shoot. As in, nothing went missing anymore. So yeah. Crazy.
For the film kids out there, always bless your location first. before
Yeah.
you start
Yeah.
shooting.
And
You pray over yung, not really pray, but like, of course, there are like some entities that are there way before you pa. So you kind of just ask permission that you're
Yeah.
gonna use the space for a while.
And just respect them.
Yeah. It helps if you give like offerings or you really like commune with them to appease them. Something in exchange for like the parang sudden disturbance.
So like, oh man, I lost my trail of thought. Man, I was gonna ask a question.
Sorry.
Oh, wait,
Is
wait.
that intense?
Can I share?
Yeah.
Can I share what happened sa TC Smoke? Because that was one of the scariest.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
If it's
sure.
okay.
there
For sure.
there was a
alright.
lot. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh my God.
I tell yours, you tell mine. Yeah.
No, oh, wait. Kay Lee. Kay Lee kay Lee to.
Go,
yun.
go.
So wait, Lee, can I share?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay. It's okay.
So yun nga. It was a very stressful shoot, and then ilan ba tayo nun? Like 5 of us. 5 lang ata tayo na iwan nun sa Batangas. Tapos
Yeah, out of like 20 people.
yeah. And then, yung time na imagine nag-relax na ako and like unwind. And then, we started drinking and you guys started smoking and then the kitchen, the dining table, di ba medyo nakabukod siya sa living quarters.
Yeah.
So I got up to pee. And then, my mid-walk to the room, parang my intuition told me that something's not right. Na parang hindi ko kaya mag-CR, maglakad all the way there para mag-CR mag-isa kasi feeling ko may nakatingin sa akin.
Same.
And the moment
I felt that.
the moment I sat back down, that's when you said, like, no, you didn't even say anything. You just gave me this very weird look na parang
Yeah, holy shit, I
your
remember.
eyes just bursted open. You're like, holy shit, what's that? Tapos, yung sinabi mo yun, kinilabutan ako. As in, tumaas lahat ng balahibo ko. Kasi nga, ang ano na ng energy, parang super sketchy na ng energy.
It kind of shifted, yeah. Like when you got up, I was actually watching you walk, and I was like, I know that's a bad idea if you're gonna go to the bathroom. I know it's a bad idea because I feel like something's there waiting for us.
And super bigat pa ng ano ko nun, ng shoulders ko nun. Tapos yung sinabi mo yun, parang lalong bumigat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I tried not to panic, but I was internally panicking. But it wasn't the alcohol or like the fact that I did smoke up after the shoot. Like I know it was different. So,
Diba? It was different.
you know, it was, and you know, when you sat back down and then everyone was like chill and drinking, and then diba, I told you guys that I feel something different.
Yeah.
And then you guys are telling me like just ignore it.
Everyone
but I
tried
couldn't,
to
I couldn't.
ignore
was,
it.
like too strong.
Like, everyone acknowledged it. Pero they were like, let's ignore it.
Yeah. And then I saw like for a split second there was like this face on your face, like a different face, like it was black and red.
Yeah, scary.
That freaked me out, man. Like I had no paranormal experience before that happened, so it shook me.
And bigla akong natakot for my cards. Because parang kung may ganong energy around that place, parang ayoko ma-affect yung cards ko. So I was like, I'm gonna save my cards.
Do they reflect on the outcome of the cards?
I don't really know eh. Kasi it happened din to me before. I don't know if ginagago lang ako ng friend ko, pero yun yung time binasahan ko yung mga friends ko. Sabi niya, parang meron daw nakatayo sa likod ko. But I don't know, okay, is that possible?
Shit.
I think it's possible because my first deck, it ran away from me. Like, legit ran away from me. And I'm a Taurus sun and an Aries moon, so I like keeping myself tidy. And I kept it in a box. And then, when I tried to find the box, wala, nothing. Like, parang it was never there. So I feel like, yeah, energies can like tamper and take away yung good intentions ng card.
Yeah.
Or just vanish from my experience.
Do you have anything else to share with us? Like any experiences at all? I mean, what a negative, what a positive.
Actually, when we heard about this podcast, me and Kay were really excited because we wanted to share a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, I think mainly one of the many things we wanted to share is, how people see tarot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And witchcraft.
Yeah. And, like, I think a lot of people kasi, a lot of people take advantage of it.
Yeah. I feel like well, okay, I'll speak from the heart since it's Ginsomnia. So it's
Mhm.
really
Go
mostly
lang.
our thoughts. I feel like people really treat us, weirdly, or they have a strange perspective on us because of yung imposed Catholic beliefs. Na, it's mostly built on patriarchy and that women are supposed to be trained to be like inferior. Kaya I feel like that's why a lot of like modern day women are turning to witchcraft kasi uh we get this sense of empowerment talaga.
Yeah.
You feel like a powerful woman, so parang you understand your essence, you understand your power, even if the world is saying no, you don't know anything, you're not who you think you are. So parang it's really fighting the stigma na me as a woman, I hold power, I can do
Mhm.
these great things
Without being judged.
without being
Mhm.
Kasi
pushed against the
with
wall.
with the craft, there's really no specific rule. I think the main rule is yun nga yung gold, the threefold rule na
Yeah,
what you
the
give
main
out.
Wiccan read.
So, like, do you guys know the history of like how witchcraft started?
It's a really like
It's been there
deep,
for a
deep.
long time.
Pero for me, yung belief ko
Yeah.
na the magic, the divine powers were always there, like even
Mhm.
before time and all of that stuff. So
So, is it cuz like from what I understand from like the internet and stuff, like it was predominantly women
Yeah.
talaga.
that were targeted, you mean?
No, that were like practicing
Yeah.
Yeah.
witchcraft.
Kasi for me, for my beliefs, like speaking as an individual, um, for me, yun nga, women just hold more of the power of creation talaga. Like, the way how we
Yeah.
hold life in us and like, we can like
Mhm.
build a tiny body inside of us and like push through all the pain,
Mhm.
breath, and all that sweat, you breathe out life. So, yun for me, I feel like that's why women are more attuned,
Yeah.
kasi we're more sensitive, we're more emotional beings. But
Mhm.
pero those are good. You have power when you are aware of your emotions, your thoughts, everything.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like now, I'm actually glad to see like there are some guys out there that are practicing.
Yes, yeah. Anyone
Yeah.
could
Like,
practice.
yeah,
If you want your power back, you follow the path. This is really about bettering yourself, understanding your mind, body, and spirit talaga.
So would you gals say that witchcraft in and of itself is birthed through feminism?
Well, for me, yeah. If you're just out there to like dismantle the cultural conditioning na yun nga, you're training women to become weak and inferior and you just want to prove now we're just as good, we're capable,
mm-hmm.
then
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. Because you like after all these, centuries now women are under,
Yeah.
parang in this day and age we're taking the power back, diba? You see more,
for sure.
great women leaders out there, figures, bosses, right? So yeah.
I actually grew up watching Charmed,
Ooh.
so like I feel like the representation of powerful women is really it's really important. You know, I was just like 3 or 4, and like my mom started watching. I was just there. I was like, oh look, these are 3 women kicking ass, demon ass, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, but like now that I'm like an adult, there are actually people, even like males, actually doing that
Mm.
because they're real.
Yeah, they're real.
Apparently.
Yes. Actually,
So would you?
sa culture natin talaga before the Spaniards came and all, we had women leaders talaga. Um,
Yeah.
the babaylans.
Mm-hmm.
They serve
Of
as yung
course.
high priestess. They're kind of like historians then. They kind of record the arts and culture tsaka traditions nung time na yun, and also serve as the shaman, healer ng community. They advise
Yeah.
the datus. And I think that's why marami ring Filipino women that are fighting against the stigma na, we're a conservative country, but we're out here to say na, we're tracing back to our roots. We're being true to ourselves. Kasi way
Yeah.
That's good.
before
That's good.
the Maria Clara image, you have to
Mm-hmm.
be this perfect, decent woman. We were
Mm-hmm.
these babaylans are also warriors din ng community nila. They commune with the spirits to like
Mm-hmm.
ask, hey, when's a great time to harvest so our people would eat abundantly. That's really badass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I really love
So
seeing yung witch communities sa Philippines is definitely growing. So really
Yeah.
happy to see that. Yeah.
I wish the Catholics were as progressive as witchcraft.
It's coming. It's coming.
I hope so. I hope so. It's tough being in like in this country where
Yeah.
people are really hardcore
Yeah.
Yeah.
believers.
So it was kind of hard then when the Spaniards came and they imposed yung Christianity and Catholic beliefs upon us. Yung parang sobrang they drove out the babaylans and all these great
Pagans.
women. Yeah, they parang that's why they call them witch, bruha, mangkukulam, aswang. So parang they really stigmatize it na it's bad. You shouldn't have power.
Yeah.
That's wrong. What you were doing all this time was wrong. I'll show you what's right. And that's not nice. That's not nice. Yeah. So yun nga. That's why me and Pat really like calling ourselves bruha. We're witches. Yeah, we're all that. Like wearing the bad words as armor. I forgot what Tyrion Lannister said about it. Like, wear it like armor, and then no one would ever hurt you again. Right?
Never let them use it against you.
Yeah. It's like, yeah,
True.
I'm fully aware. Ganun. So yun.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm tearing up right now.
The vibe, the vibe, the vibe,
Babaylan.
this beer.
The Bailan.
The Bailans were really ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Before the
There were
before the
even
Spaniards came.
there were even men that wanted to practice, being a babaylan, but they had to embody the essence of a woman. So we had records na men cross-dressed to be a babaylan.
Yeah,
So
that's so cool.
what's
and, like,
up,
we should bring
right?
that back,
Yeah,
man.
definitely. So that's something that I really wanted to share here with you guys. Na we're not doing anything that's devil work. We're not doing anything that's evil. We're being true to like our Filipino roots. We're going back to nature.
Yeah.
So we're a very abundant archipelago. We've got thousands of islands,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Diba?
Yeah.
So like it's impossible na we weren't like that before. Like we counted on the earth, right?
As in their
Of
birth,
course.
wherein they're not guilty, since
Mm.
nature cannot choose his origin.
Preach it. Preach it. Yeah.
Hamlet said that.
Let's go, Hamlet.
Do you guys have any influences? I mean, like, because I'm not sure. Like, are there like celebrity witches or something like that?
Ako siguro,
I'm not-
yung mga tarot readers sa YouTube. Like, before I started reading, and then I got introduced to tarot cards through my friend, I find
Sorry.
myself watching their videos whenever I needed some sort of like guidance. So I think that really influenced me to do tarot.
What about UK?
Well, for me, I think my main influence is my family, my mom's side. It's in the bloodline.
Mm.
But unfortunately, the practice stopped, so I never had like an elder to mentor me the old ways. So I kind of have to start from
Mm-hmm.
scratch. So, it's mostly family, and it was a hard path to navigate because I don't have a teacher with me. But I'm glad na I got parang encouraged by Pat. I was influenced by Pat talaga initially to do tarot and explore more of this great magical world of witches. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what's really nice about it. Kasi, like, remember when I mentioned to you na parang there's this flow of energy from one person to the next. Because I got it from Jeremiah, and then you got it from me, and then he... Parang ang dami na nating friends na...
Yeah.
Or
There's like a domino effect.
slowly accepting.
Or like realizing na, oh, I have this power. Or,
Yeah.
oh, I have this ability.
So both of your families know that you're practicing this,
Yes.
I don't know how much
and they're
they
supportive
know.
of it.
I don't know how much they know, but they know that I read tarot cards, and
Yeah.
my mom has been really open-minded, and
Mm-hmm.
my mom calls herself an empath, and she's like, you're also an empath, and there's nothing wrong with this. Pero ayun, they don't force naman na yung Catholic beliefs namin sa akin as much
That's
as
good.
before.
Mhm.
Pero
If my mom, yeah, sorry.
I think also like one of the things I love about the craft is like what I said na walang rules. I think if anyone is interested to do it and then they're like scared kasi I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, like it's okay. You can actually
There are Christian
be a
witches.
Catholic and a witch at the
Oh.
same time.
How does that work?
Same lang. Kasi when you meditate, when you pray, that's still sending out messages to the cosmos, to the universe.
Yeah.
When you make a wish on a candle, that's still magic, In little ways, we're incorporating magic in our lives. So I don't see a difference naman na you're a witch, but you have God. And then there are several witches like me. In my practice, I also incorporate, the guidance of angels. So it really depends. It's really a unique path na, maraming more on parang solitary, what do you call this? Solitary witches sila than covens, than big covens right now. So, yes.
As long as it's coming from driven by emotion and coming from a real place with good
Yeah.
intentions,
Yeah.
like you said,
Yes, definitely.
and using the candle analogy, like you said, if you light a candle, it doesn't cast a shadow on the wall, but you still believe that the flame exists.
Ooh.
And I think that's the fundamental aspect of every belief or religion.
Yeah, definitely.
So like during, birthdays, there's candles, and then they're like, okay, make a wish. That came from witchcraft.
Candle magic, basically. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, how Christmas is rooted from pagan beliefs, then
Saturnalia.
TBH.
Yeah.
Yule, all that, yeah. So,
I believe Christmas is like more of a marketing technique.
yeah, we get to that
Exactly.
point when we're like adults. We're like, wait a minute.
Just a way
Yeah.
for
They're selling Santa to us.
just a way for
Yeah.
Jose Marie Chan to earn royalties.
Yeah, come jingling in.
And Mariah Carey.
Yeah, top in the charts next month.
Oh my gosh, it's been that long.
Yeah.
Huh?
Super.
I remember like I feel like I just graduated yesterday. Like February graduation ko, but I feel like it was just yesterday. It's been this long, this lockdown, this quarantine.
It's almost 6 months in. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So, what's in it for both of you? Like, the future. Do you still plan on doing this until you're like 80 years old?
I feel like I would
Do you
still.
plan on?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd pass this to my children, all that
Mhm.
good stuff. Especially na, yun nga, sa part ko, one of my life mission is to like reestablish the craft again sa, bloodline namin. Bloodline is such a cool word. Parang it's badass. Yeah. To like
Of
pass it
course.
down to generations without stigma, in the beautiful open world of the future, hopefully.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has to be aware of these
Mm-hmm.
things. Like respect everyone's beliefs. If it works for them, that's great.
Yeah.
If it doesn't
Mhm.
work for you, you don't have to judge
Punto,
them.
Yeah.
You don't have to
punto.
call them out.
Yeah.
What?
Definitely.
What was that, Pat?
Sorry. Kala ko tiyanak. Naninig ko.
Sorry. That was my niece crying in the background. We have a
Paranormal.
baby in the house.
Natakot ako
Don't
eh.
scare me like that.
Chanak was playing in
The-
Cinema 1 the other night, so what's up, Filipino
Sarado na
films?
nga yung pinto eh. The baby cries really loud. So if ever you guys want to have a child, that is how loud a baby cries.
Looking forward to it.
Anyways, so we're running out of time. I wish we could have like another episode of this because it's really so cool.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Do you guys have any last thoughts or advice for those people who are interested in pursuing this?
Well, I could start by saying that magic is for everyone. You don't have to come from like a certain, community or belief. It's for everyone.
Mm.
You have it with you. You just have to tap into it. Intuition is a muscle. You gotta train and strengthen it if you want, for your spells and your divinations to grow stronger. And just try to be a good person and protect the earth at all costs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and never stop learning. Never stop learning. Even me and Kay, we're still learning. We're still baby witches. And with the craft,
Yeah.
you never really run out of things to learn. So there's always something new to learn. And you, the more you study, the more you progress.
Yeah. You'll be surprised
Mhm.
about all the other stuff that you could do pa pala.
All right. So we will put both of your social medias in the descriptions. For any listeners who would like to follow them. Before we end, guys, don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe to all of our platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and of course, we're on YouTube for those that don't have access to the other ones. And Mr. Jack Pacheco, may you lead us in the closing prayer.
Closing prayer. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pat and Kay, for sharing. It has been very enlightening.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
for
for
having
all those
us.
believers out there, just keep on believing. Don't stop believing, in the words of my favorite OPM band.
Journey.
Mhm. And anyway, thank you for tuning in. This has been Ginsomnia Nights. Catch you again next Friday.